What's up guys, Cody from Southeast Softwash. We're out here at the apartment complex. We've cleaned these buildings a few times over the years. They're ready to be cleaned again. I think there's 10 buildings in total here. We've got some of them are small, like ranch style. Some of them are 2 and 3 story units. This one here is pretty standard, Breezeways. What we're gonna talk about in this video is the 5 big gremlins that you gotta watch out for when you're cleaning apartment complexes. Look, it can be really good money. This one, I can clean all of these in about 6 to 7 hours by myself with a Gen 2 skid. We're gonna look at the skid in just a second. Forgot to get footage of the rig while we were over at the apartment complex. So we're back here at the shop and I said, all right, I'm gonna do a quick walk around, get you guys some footage and show you the piece of equipment that's going to be in use and allow me to get that 11 building job done in probably, I'm gonna say about 6 to 7 hours. It's a pretty straightforward job. We've cleaned those buildings before. So let's get into the rig and its capabilities. We're gonna be taking incoming water from the spigot here, and we're gonna be using this reel for most, if not all, of our cleaning there. And what this is, obviously, this is my pressure washer line, and it's running off of the 8 gallon a minute right here. And we've got our water tank, and back there, we've got our bleach tank. Now, those are custom tanks that we make, and they drop in here to the skid. And so that 8 gallon a minute washer is gonna make pretty quick work of those buildings, and it's vinyl siding. It's pretty easy to clean, right? So we've got our skunk downstream check valve. That's gonna get me a little bit hotter mix, although I probably don't really need it for the vinyl siding, but it'll allow me to go a little bit faster. And so our skunk check valve in combination with our smart stream system means remote control capability and a slightly hotter mix through there. And that's gonna make quick work of those buildings. 10 or 11 buildings there. I can do them all in, we'll be done probably shortly after lunch whenever we go back and actually do the job. Softwash system on this side, we will use that. There's a couple of those buildings that need the roofs cleaned. We're gonna upsell them on that, and we'll use the Softwash system there. So that's the rig in a quick nutshell. Guys, if you wanna learn more about soft washing and how to take a rig like this or a trailer unit, we've got some trailers out here on the yard as well, and take that equipment and go make you some money. Check out the links down below. We've got in-person training here at the Southeast headquarters, and we've also got video training. So if you can't make it to Alabama, just grab the video, watch it from the comfort of your pajamas. Let's get back to the video. Some big booger bears that you want to be aware of so that you don't turn what could be a great payday into a big nightmare. So stay tuned, let's get into it. No particular order here, but I do think this is one of the most important in this top 5. It's the electrical stuff. And a lot of your apartment complexes, they're neglected. You know, they're not really incentivized to keep this stuff up. And when you're quoting and walking around, whether you're doing it through Quote IQ or in person on the job that day, you know, this one's kind of obvious. Freaking spaghetti junction. Perfect. This is all low voltage data stuff, so that's probably their cable TV box, I'm gonna guess. But look down here, we've got another box with a huge opening that I can get my entire finger in. And looking over here at some of the other buildings, I can see, you know, it ain't right. It ain't right, okay? So what's gonna happen is we come out here and we're gonna spray that yang, okay? Because I quoted it with the understanding that I can do it in a day. Well, if you don't account for some of this BS stuff like that, you could run into half a day of taking care of their crap that they should have fixed 5 years ago, okay? Because we don't want to screw it up. We don't want the liability. So making sure that you're covered and you're understanding the gremlins that can be here. They're probably here the last time you washed it or the last time somebody washed it. Electrical boo-boos. Even, let's just look right here at this, man. This is crazy. Here's a piece of wire, you know, and it's just, it ain't in conduit, and it's, you know, that's not bare wire, but it's close. So amongst all that is probably a problem. Watch out for your electrical. All right, so number 2, we're here at the number 2 issue, and it's probably gonna be your first issue that you run into is a water source. Some of these apartment complexes, look, they don't want people out here washing their cars all the time on the weekend. And all that, it's a pain in the butt. So you may have a commercial hookup. You may need a key access for that. Those little keys for the weird ones, right? This one doesn't have anything, so I could get a adjustable wrench on that and cut it on, but I don't think this one is even active. So when you're planning that job and you're quoting that thing out, make sure your equipment is capable of handling the scope of that building, I can run that Gen 2 untethered. It can just be on its own with a 100-gallon water tank, and I can do this whole building if I had to. So I'm just looking at where my spigots are, which ones work really good. Also, this one's attached, you know, sort of decent, but some of these things are just sitting there. So be real careful with your spigots. Make sure they work. Get confirmation from the property manager before you go out there and think that you're good to go. You may have a problem. Guys, number 3 on the list is simply stuff, okay? We're gonna take a look up here on the second story, and we're definitely gonna have to clean that breezeway, and there's a lot of crap right there. Now, most of these units down here, there's nothing. These people just got a few things outside, nothing we'd even really have to move, but you may have 1 or 2 of these where they've gone a little overboard with their balcony decor and their patio stuff, and you gotta be careful around all that. So we're gonna tell them, hey, you got to move all that stuff on the front end, and if they don't move it and it's a problem for us, we'll skip that unit, and that's going to be in the agreement for the property manager. Now look, there's just one in the whole place, and I can work around it. I'll usually do that because we're in the customer service business. I want to make the property manager happy so that we can come back next year. I'll let one of them slide, but if there's a bunch of that stuff, it's going to be a problem. It ain't my problem. I don't inherit problems, okay? Make it stay their problem, but watch out for that kind of stuff as well. Next one on the list is breezeways. And so we look down this breezeway, not too bad. It's this, I've done these before, but there's things in here we're watching out for. Always with these doors. Now they've got storm doors on these. Some of them don't have storm doors, and breezeway doors on apartment complexes are absolutely notorious for having poorly fitting or none at all weather stripping. So I'm looking up here and I can see some of those doors, they don't have a storm door. And here's what I can guarantee you. The contractor, when they built this, they said, well, cool, look, these are under a roof. Really don't need to worry about the weather stripping. They just kind of threw something up there. And so when you go in here and start rinsing around these doors, water intrusion into the unit is always a problem. So be really careful with your rinsing patterns. Don't flood the corners. We always tell them, hey, we're coming. You need to put a towel at the base of each door, and in our terms and conditions that you guys should be using anyway, make sure you're using those. There's going to be a stipulation in there that, look, we can't be responsible for your crappy or non-existent weather stripping. And I'll put another one in this category for you as well. These screens are super fragile and dry rotted. So the windows, doors, all that kind of stuff, make a note of that. It's always a problem, and that's number 4 on the list. Lastly on our list, guys, and look, there's more stuff, but this is just my top 5. It's vehicles and overall traffic. People coming and going, right? If you do a house wash on residential, it's one customer, usually 1 or 2 vehicles in the drive, something like that. It's pretty straightforward. Here, you got a bunch of tenants. I mean, there's a lot of activity going on, and so we want to plan around that. I like to knock each building out as quick as possible, get out of their way, move on to the next building. So if I can do that, you know, in 20, 30 minutes per building, really rolling, the less time at that building, the less time that we've got chances of getting overspray on a car, the wind change directions, all that kind of stuff, people running over your hoses, just stuff like that. So do it quick, do it efficient. Be aware of the 5 top gremlins when you're doing apartment complexes. Look, you want to make it a payday, not a mayday. We'll see you guys in the next video.